going back listening to the Danger Club podcast when old Fardene's still stuck in his tent crying about his dragon what he'll never see again. You're a dragon to me, you know. Follow us on our social media channels. We'll try and get back to you. I manage the Instagram, actually. It's a really weird job. Enjoy the episode.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
Is she ever really in here at all? Is that just like a grand illusion or something?
My name is Aika. Jardesana is not real. She is my creation.
My true name is Shania.
Why would you set up a sphinx killing people when you know that the sphinx is a fake?
Sphinxes?
I'm leaving. I cannot be a part of this anymore.
We need you. I need you.
The Temple of Yamada has been robbed.
As you pull the hood from his face, you recognize Michael from the freak show.
The adventure continues now.
Bum, bum, bum. Mr. Sandman.
Yes.
Bring me a dream.
Boom, 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 boom.
Make him the cutest that I've ever seen.
Boom, 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 boom.
Make Fulton Buttlestone take out his spleen.
Boom, 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 boom.
And then he'll use his blood to wipe the stairs clean. Mr. Sandman. Bring me a dream. Boom, 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 boom.
Make him the cutest.
Hi! Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 11 of the very musical Danger Club podcast. Are we going to do the entire thing in Barbershop Quartet?
We can try.
If we want no one to ever listen to this show again.
It's episode 12. Oh, wait, what episode are we on?
Crash Man. We're on episode 11.
Episode
God
11.
Damn it.
I lose track.
So, yeah, episode 11. So we had a pretty fun episode last time. It got pretty dark. We learned a lot about a bunch of people. We learned a lot about some of the members of the party and some people outside the party. And you finally met the Sphinx. Hey!
We could have done that in like episode 2.
Yeah.
Was it? We said,
One?
let's go and see
Yeah.
the Sphinx.
Yeah. You
We
could
didn't
have.
do it.
But do you reckon that we would have seen the Sphinx in episode 2 and it wouldn't have been revealed till maybe a bit more of investigation later on? Do you reckon? That's how it might play
I
out?
think probably.
I don't think on
like-
the first reveal we wouldn't have found it out, do you know what I mean? Because otherwise the Sphinx would have been found out by
No,
someone
I
else
reckon
ages
we'd have
ago.
wrapped it up
We
in
had-
about half hour.
I think
It'd have been done.
would have been a short series.
Yeah.
I know that looking at past games, like, there are some games where we've done a lot, and there are other games where we maybe haven't done quite so much. But I felt that last game we found out a lot. So the carnival's built on lies. Definitely not a Sphinx, because it's all just nice. And it's certainly someone in the town.
No Sphinx, no dragon.
No dragon.
What's going
I
on?
know, mate. This carnival.
What the state of this? Yeah, you could have met these Sphinx. This is the nice thing about these adventure modules is the way they're set up is some of them are more direct, but some of them are very sandboxy. So some of them will tell you sort of the sequence in which events take place, but really, a lot of it you can do in whatever order you want. Like you could have on game 1. Episode 1, you could all have gone and seen the Sphinx. It would have been like in the tent, in the cage, and obviously that's harder to interact with her. So you'd have had less options to kind of discover the things that that you did about her. But yeah, you could have on game 1, you could have met Aika really early on with the lovely Madame Mask exhibit that poor old Travis tried to sell to you like 6 times every time you came back to the carnival. He's like, coming to see lovely Madame Mask? You're like, no, don't want to see that. But Aika was there.
We are finally going to go and see Keenan
And Kel.
and Nuna. Shut up.
So have we settled on what we think the pronunciation is of their names yet?
Keenan
Hang on,
and
I've got it written down.
Okay.
I wrote it down and I'm
Keenan and
referring to
Unami.
it
That's
right
what I'm
now.
going with. That's what I think it is. Keenan and
Unani and Keenan.
Keenan and Unami.
It might be Keeneth.
Unani, wasn't it?
Is it an Ani or an Ami?
Ni.
I mean, I don't know, Dan. I mean, you're the DM.
Oh, I know.
Surely you have the...
I know. I just, I just want to know where you guys are at on it.
Right.
Just,
Keenan and Unami.
Unami.
I'm saying Ni.
Unami.
Ufafu.
It's an early 90s reference for you there.
It is. So when we left you all, we have a split party. First time we have a split party. Not very much, like by about sort of a couple of minutes of walking. The others are not far behind. So you guys were Caragor, M, and Velda. You were up in the carnival talking to Amara Dellison, Ica, and Travis, finding out the secrets of the Sphinx, making some plans. Whereas Fulton and Shania, after your heart-to-heart, with Fulton revealing his Disney princess level of caring and the light inside.
Let's go on that magic carpet ride together. Come on, I'm ready for you.
There were some real faces around the table when that moment was happening. Beautiful, appreciative faces.
Do you trust me? Do you? Do you trust me?
I mean, do you think Disney would agree with the central character taking down his trousers and flashing his knob passing by?
This is how I
Classic
prove that
Disney.
we're friends. Look at my cock.
Look at me! And it worked.
It did work. It really did work.
So does Fulton think that his own race are freaks?
No, but, other people sometimes don't like dwarves,
Ironically, Shania herself does not like dwarves.
Yes,
The
exactly.
very
Yes.
person you were trying to convince.
This has been quite a story arc.
Yeah.
It has, yeah. I think there's going to be some, Shania's processing an awful lot at the moment. I'm putting that out there now because what's going to happen next could be affected by her current state of mind. Her emotions are running high.
Yep.
There's a lot changing in her head and her mind, and she has a strong feeling for Michael as well. So
If I want to be there with you anyway, so,
Yeah, I'm sure that these two characters specifically are the ones to diffuse a delicate situation without it
I'm not sure if
escalating.
diffuse is going to be the right word.
It's quite late as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's late. It's
yeah.
late in the evening.
It's
The
late,
sun
we're
is set.
tired, we're beginning to show off.
It's
I know, right? I was like, should I sing it? No, it's like, it's going to be...
All singing today.
We are full of music.
full of music and high fives. I feel a lot of high fives coming.
Yeah. What about
Should
that?
make a note of that.
Yeah, what about that high five sound effect on those last episodes?
What about it?
Wait. That might not have happened, so
I think
let's
the
not
words,
give me stuff to edit for this one, yeah?
the words you used, Colin, were challenge accepted. So.
Yeah, but...
I think that was about murdering me, actually.
So if we'll jump back into it, let's jump straight back into it where we left off. Fulton and Shania, you are stood. Oh my goodness. You are stood by a small copse of trees on the way back to town, along with 5 villagers, all brandishing makeshift weapons. Some of them have got swords to their sides, and you have seen. You found a figure tied to a tree, and it has been revealed to be Michael from the Freak Show. He is tied to the tree, and not looking in a great state.
Did Shania see who was the person? Because Michael's already been struck.
Yes,
someone,
he has
right?
been struck. Yeah.
Shania saw who that person was. Am I correct?
Yes, you can identify.
Okay.
You can identify the person.
All right. Well, the first thing that's going to happen for Shania
Yeah.
is she's going to see red, realizing that it's Michael that's strapped there, and turn to the person who struck him and immediately try and take his head off with her.
Oh,
Yeah.
just gonna hit them with the butt of my axe.
Yeah, no, that's not where she's at right now.
She's not in a butt kind of place.
She's got obviously her scythe in hand, as always.
Whoa. Okay.
And goes straight for it, like, no stopping, no asking questions, no nothing. Just sees red and launches at him, scythe first.
Ooh. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do with that
We were brought in to solve a murder.
Welcome to episode 11.
It's time to choose a scythe. Hey.
Oh, is this the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
lovely.
someone's about to be brutally murdered, so I reckon it's about time for a
Let's
jolly
make light of
pun.
that, shall we?
So it's going to be as soon as you heft up your scythe, the men reach for their swords, and we're going to roll initiative.
Would there be no surprise?
There won't be a surprise round of this because they're all watching you and
Because
have weapons to hand, and you have to get through the crowd to do it. So there's not kind of like.
Oh,
you're
I
not-
thought we were already up there because we.
You're sort of
we
well,
were-
you're sort of there, but
We were
yeah,
playing
it's
the game. We were playing the game of we wanna join in with you.
Yeah.
So we were sort of
I mean, they're all-
about with him. So
They're all looking
what
at you,
my what my thought was here.
Yeah.
Now you can stop me and say
Okay.
this can't happen, but what my thought was like bringing the scythe up as if to punish the person, like as if to punish Michael, like we'd set it up that we were going to, but then actually turning it on the person who had already struck first.
Okay.
That was my thought going into it, was that it would be a sort of a, I'm going to do something to, no, it's going to happen to you.
There is a mechanical reason as well, which you
Okay.
may explain why we're going to get to. For the sake of this, because they are all watching you, and because we did a similar thing a few episodes back in episode 8, where I gave a surprise round to Fulton to try and for running into the combat, and really probably shouldn't have got that because the Skulk was aware of it, and it
Right.
messed with things. So for this one, normally, as we've said, if you get the jump on a group, then you get a surprise round against them. I tell you what we'll do. Go ahead and make a bluff check versus their sense motive. If you pass that, then they are unaware, and you can make
Okay,
you
that
can have
sounds
a surprise
fair.
round.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna keep
11.
14. They see through your ruse. One of them shouts, "Look out!" and we roll initiative.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
What have you got, Fulton?
Fulton has got 24.
24, and Shania has got.
15.
Unsurprisingly, Fulton goes first. And Shania, what's your initiative bonus? It's quite a lot, isn't it? It's plus
1.
plus 1. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
I threw a 14.
Okay, so you guys still go before the townsfolk. I'm going to put innocent, poor, vulnerable, childlike townsfolk as their name. That's what's going in the initiative tracker for this. Oh no! Oh, please. Right. Fulton, you are the first to act. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go to the nearest one to me.
Yep.
Hit one of them in the groin with the base of my
So you're going for
axe.
non-lethal. Okay, cool.
Is it still... You still get your same attack
You get your
bonus,
attack
right?
bonus, yeah. They get a plus 4 to their AC because you're trying to do non-lethal damage.
11.
11
Yeah.
hits.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, sorry.
Oh.
No, sorry, with the
he
the
giveth-
bonus to the AC because they're
and then he
non-lethal.
taketh
does
away.
not hit. I'm sorry. If
Is
you were
that-
trying to kill him, it would have hit. But
is that the only
that's
thing I can do?
Very nice. So you move forward and just swing the butt of your axe at one of their groin. He knocks it aside with his sword and shouts, "Ah! Grab your weapons! What's going on?"
What? Leave this guy alone and you can walk out of here with your knackers. If you don't, you're gonna lose your knackers. They're gonna be squashed like eggs. Scrambled eggs.
That was a long moment to say that. I like to think of all the villagers just standing there watching you as you're saying what's going to happen to their knackers.
What? Go ahead and make an intimidate check.
Uh-oh. -1. 11.
11. Okay, cool.
How has Fulton got -1 on his intimidate
Because
check?
my charisma's minus.
Weirdly,
my
it's-
modifiers
You're the
are
scariest
-1.
motherfucker. I mean,
It's a charisma-based skill. There is a feat you can take that makes it strength-based, but yeah, I think it's a bit weird that it's charisma rather than intimidate. But it's to do with your way with words. Okay, cool. So you shout at the men. They look a little uncertain. We will see if that reacts, how that affects them in their go. Shania Rain, it is your go. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm already doing it.
All right, here we go. You
scythe
swing
first,
your scythe
aiming
at
for
one of
guy
the
that
men.
is- Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not a good sounding noise.
So,
For the
that
listeners,
is-
he rolled an 18.
which makes 20 altogether.
20. I mean, I'll let you know. A 20 hits the peasant's AC. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rolling damage then.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage versus
Okay.
the farmer.
Oh no.
3 altogether.
3 points of damage. You swing the scythe and just slice it across the chest of the man who just hit Michael. Blood pours from a slash across his chest and stomach, and he screams out and goes, and just blood runs from the side of his
And
mouth.
I
as he
scream
drops
at
them.
the entire crowd. Shania screams at them, at the entire crowd. You will leave Michael alone. Do you hear me? Leave now or suffer.
You can go ahead and make an intimidate check as well.
Only 9.
Only 9.
Only 9.
Only 9. But
Despite the horror of the
It
situation.
just made a horrible situation. The men, based off of Fulton's role, thankfully, and slightly the horrible thing that happened immediately afterwards to emphasize what is going on, immediately back away. So, we meant no harm, sirs. We're trying to defend our homes. Please don't kill us.
I understand, but just, think with your brains instead of your swords.
I would like Shania. If I don't know if we're out of what the state of the play is, but
will the men sort of nod, turn to run, which will provoke if either of you would like to take an attack of opportunity against them as they run.
No.
Okay.
I would like to. So Michael is bound to the tree.
Michael is
right?
bound, and as you can see now, he is unconscious.
Okay, so I would like to free him by slashing through the ropes.
Yep.
And grab him and put him up on my shoulder.
He falls and collapses over your shoulder. Okay. The men turn tail and run back to the town, helping the one who is very badly wounded.
You probably should take him to a doctor.
The Cardi's already killed our priest.
Oh, sucks to be you.
Fulton, quickly, we must take Michael also for this medical help that you were speaking of earlier. I think probably a good idea for him as well. Where do you think's the best place?
Maybe the...
Oh, wait, I could help him.
Fucking hell. I was literally sat there being like, when is that fucking shoe gonna drop? Like the healer of the party.
As I mentioned earlier, not in her right mind at the moment. There's a lot going on up there. So lay him down, and it's not a new day, so I haven't had my new spells.
the 1 hit point one.
You can make a heal check to ascertain his condition.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that to start off with then. A heal check to ascertain his condition. That is 17.
17. He is unconscious and dying. He is bleeding internally, and he will be dead in under a minute without help.
Okay,
without
so
serious help.
I used the only spell that I've got, it's called Stabilize.
Cool.
Which will hopefully stabilize him.
That does. You weave magical energy. You place your hands on him to stabilize. It doesn't heal him of any. Doesn't give any hit points back, but it stops him losing hit points. When you're under 0 hit points, you lose a hit point every round until you can make a dice roll that will stabilize and will stop it. He failed that dice roll.
How long is a round?
A round is, we've said, it's 6. We're going to do this every game, aren't we? A round is 6 seconds.
Some people might forget.
So, a round is 6
us.
seconds. So every 6 seconds or every round in combat, every turn, you're making a roll. If you fail that roll, you lose another hit point. When your negative hit point total reaches the same as your Constitution score, which we talked about a little while ago, your ability, you are dead. You are gone. Up to that point, you're just unconscious and dying.
But he's stable right now.
He is
right?
stable. You
Okay.
stabilize him on -6. So in 4 more rounds, so 4 times 6 seconds. You
What do we do? Hold on. Medic! We need a medic here!
We need a heal potion, quickly. Do you have a heal potion upon you, perhaps?
No.
Let me check if I do, said Shania.
I'm not.
Whilst-
You have a little look. At this point, the three of you, Velda, and Caragor, you come wandering down the path, and you see off in the distance a group of 4 men running back to town, carrying a fifth with them. You see this scene around here: the 2 of them gathered around a boy who is laying on the floor. Both of them shouting various things to the skies.
Right. Can we see it's them?
Yeah,
from
you
here?
can recognise Fulton. Fulton's got a
Good
huge
gravy, what's
mohawk.
going
You
on?
recognise him from a mile away.
Does anyone have a heal potion, quickly?
Yeah, he's just this Michael. He was getting beaten up by the villagers. We need to help him. He's gonna die.
He is now stable. Because of that spell, he is no longer losing hit points. So you don't have to, he's unconscious. He's not going to wake up anytime soon. But yeah, he's not imminently about to bleed.
He's imminently about to die.
You did, and then you cast Save Eyes. That's what that did.
Right. Sorry.
that
He's
stopped
gonna
that plot.
die any second now. Look at him.
Quick, let's take him into town.
I don't have any healing potions though.
No, me either.
Oh well, I guess he's screwed then.
So what? Gary or Shania, whatever your name is, aren't you the healer? Don't you
Yes,
heal?
okay, I did not prepare the right spells this morning. I mean, if you'd like to rub salt in the wounds of this young boy right here in front of me, then fine, keep talking about
Quick,
this.
let's take-
But right
one.
now, he is dying and
I don't know a lot about, tri-age, but I'm pretty sure putting salt in his wounds won't actually help him recover, mate.
Because that's what you're doing, isn't it? Character!
No, wait,
Hold on. I think
Character!
Do you know his name?
What?
Only MZ knows Caragor's for a full name.
All right, Carrie,
Kaz.
Kaz,
Cara banana.
Karen. I
Anyway.
don't fucking care.
Point at hand.
What about
Let's
that?
take him to Mistress Delazana. She'll
Yeah,
have.
that's-
Yes, I was going to say, she'll know.
Do you want me to carry him? Here we go. I'll carry him. I'll pick up
Great.
Michael.
You pick up.
I think.
Let's go.
I think as well. We should rest.
Yeah, well, let's
Now-
go to the temple and then we go.
Pretty
to,
much.
We go to the inn and have a sleepy
Let's sleep.
No,
So-
the temple isn't the only priest in the town's dead, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Mistress
Yeah,
Delazana.
I mean,
She'll have a
that's
healer.
what I mean.
Delison,
That's-
let's
I thought-
go.
Yes, to Mrs.
I got
Delson's home.
confused.
Head of the game, Fulton.
You head back. You run straight back up to the circus, where Amara Delison and Venlock are talking. There are some people some of the guards from the town are taking the body of Sister Erizelda away as you arrive. Amara looks up. What is going on?
It's Michael. He's been attacked by the villagers down on the town. He needs some help now. He needs some healing potion or something, or a spell.
Put them down quickly. Find somewhere here. She clears a patch of ground and pulls a blanket from a washing line and lays it on the ground for him.
Caragor lowers him gently onto the towel.
She turns to Venlock as she goes, "Find Dennis right away." And she begins weaving a spell over him. A moment later, Michael coughs and opens his eyes.
Oh, Michael. Oh, thank goodness.
What happened?
You got beaten up by the villagers.
What? You saved me.
Aye.
Of course.
We did our best. Are you okay? How are you feeling?
Like shit. Like I've been hit with 100 brooms.
Aye, that would do it to you.
It's quite specific. I guess you do brooms a lot, don't you?
I do a broom hitting act sometimes.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm
Caragor's-
a broomer.
Caragor's very interested. What? Well, we could talk about it later, but I've actually got an act as well, Michael. Maybe we could combine the two. Brooms and burlesque.
Michael, why did they attack you?
I was. He looks at Amara and is like,
Moment ruined.
Did you do anything?
He was having a moment.
I know, but
I was about to
like,
suggest they get a broom. Sorry, what were you saying?
no, it's alright. I've said it.
I was just saying goodbye to someone.
Who are you saying goodbye to?
Just a friend of mine in town.
Who?
It's a boy who I met
What's his
when we
name?
got here. He's called Grayson. He's a boy from town. You know, we were friends, but I thought if they said we were leaving in a couple of days and we weren't going to come back, so I thought I'd just go say goodbye. And then I got stupid. I ran into these fellas. I tried to listen to what they were saying. They saw me.
Where's Grayson now? I worry a little for his safety.
He's just a butcher's son. He just lives in town.
I think he'd be alright, Shania. He'll be alright if he lives in town, as long as he wasn't seen with you, Michael, was he?
Nah, we only met up here.
You said that you overheard those fellas talking about something. What was it you heard?
They said they were gonna something about stopping any of us coming down to the town, saying that they thought we were killing people. I think it's the Sphinx.
Aye.
Well,
They think we robbed the temple as well.
We're going to check that out in the morning.
Yes, don't worry, we're on this case. Michael, I think it's best if you stay in the carnival from now on and until we get this all cleared up.
Don't go and see your friend.
Amara nods, says, don't worry, he won't be going anywhere.
Thank you, Amara.
He's going to need a couple of days rest before he's back on his feet anyway.
Aye.
We all need some rest.
Aye.
Are you feeling a bit tired there, Z?
I've nearly
Sorry,
died twice today, so...
we haven't
yeah.
really slept for a while, you know.
No, I'm exhausted.
Plus, Shania over here said, spells, something about spells, so she probably needs to go.
Shania.
I mean, I quite
Yes,
like
fuck.
calling you Gary, I got used to it. But.
What's the whole, what you had in name for there?
This is not the time or the place to speak about this, okay? If you wish to know more, then I will tell you, of course.
What, you mean
But
over,
right now?
over dinner and an early night, like we're going to do right now?
Yes,
on.
fine, okay.
Come
well,
on.
then fine, but not here in front of all these others, okay?
Let's have a
I owe
chat.
you a drink anyway, so let's go.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go for a drink.
You make your way again back out of the town. As you go away, you see on the edge of the back in the carnival some of the guards coming over. You see one of the guards immediately drop their club as they're over and run over to Michael to check on him. And after speaking to him for a minute, run back, grab his club, and start walking towards town, where he's caught by Venlock, who holds him back. You, looking back, recognise him as Dennis the guard.
Fucking Dennis, what a lad. What a fucking lad, every time. He was about to, you got that,
He was
didn't you, Em?
about, yeah, I
He was
saw
gonna
him.
go
He's
and
gonna
sort a few heads, wasn't he?
Get something out, wasn't he?
But
Yeah, gonna go set about the fuckers, wasn't he? Yeah,
Dennis.
Lad. God, I love Dennis.
good on you, Dennis.
Yeah, nice one, Dennis, lad.
I don't think we should be encouraging him doing
Let's
that.
not encourage him, yeah, because if he
No,
starts
yeah,
some
see,
shit.
come
Then,
on.
Yeah, fair enough, fair
Yeah.
enough. Also, well done, Idris Elba, for holding him back.
You head back to Benevic's Tavern again.
I go and kick in the door.
Go ahead, go on, make your roll.
17.
A 17. You run in and give it an almighty kick.
Aren't you barred?
However, Benevic has strengthened the door
Well,
since
Slayer.
last time and prepared for you for it. Would have done it last time. This time, the door moves only slightly.
Well, that's progress, that is. I turn the handle normally and enter.
Everyone kind of turns and looks at you.
I do air fingers at them.
In the in the corner room, you see Alexander just take his plate and turn around and go upstairs to his room, leaving his table vacant.
Enjoy your
time?
sausages.
It's evening now. It's the
it's
sun has
proper
set and
nighttime.
it is dark. There's a fire burning.
Lads, all that Alexander does is sit in this room and eat food. That's literally all he does.
I mean, we have caught him at two of the times when you eat.
I know, but there's not like a universal mealtime that everyone strictly adheres to. It's not Spain. You don't have a break for like a siesta. I've just realised.
What's-
I've done
Why are you
What's
bringing up a
Spain?
country?
Now I'm
that
gonna
doesn't
have to invent a fucking fantasy country with a fantasy set of sleeping rules. Fuck's
Hold
sake.
on. The room full of farmers all kind of turn and look and glare at you at this mention of like it's not like there are set times when you have to do.
Whoa, lads. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to infer that. Maybe have some, I don't know, cheese with bread to go on top of your beer there. Maybe consider that. Maybe some olives that go really nicely with that.
So they kind of consider themselves and then all begin ordering cheese and bread.
Oh, great. Now it's going to take ages to get a meal. Well done. Well done.
All right, let's sit down at a table and have a meal and a drink.
You get a round of ales in.
Yeah.
They don't serve yak's milk here. It's in town.
Caragor wipes away a tear.
And you sit down and talk. You're told the kitchen's closed now while they deal with the backlog. So it's going to be a couple of hours an hour or so before they can serve anyone because they're doing all that cheese and bread business. But you are able to have a drink at least and sit. They give you some crisps. You make a kind
it's a pub salad.
usually with only one pack. You make a kind of a sad little pub salad.
I've got some rations. I'll chuck those in.
Check some dried meat and some nuts and berries.
Yeah,
in.
some Wonder Meal.
This is an amazing pub salad.
A wonder meal?
Wonder Meal.
Yeah, a wonder meal?
Wonder.
You're my
Wonder?
wonder
I'm a
meal.
Oh, like it's a meal for
Not
wanderers.
wonder, yeah. Wonder.
I think it's
Does the meal
Wonder.
itself
It's
wander
what you-
around?
Oh.
No, you wonder
This
what
is
you're
irrelevant, right? it's nuts and berries and shit that keeps you
It's
going.
just like trail rations then.
So literally a wandering
you
meal.
could say
then.
trail mixing,
Trail mix.
yeah, if you know what that is in America.
I did wonder when you were all like, should we all go and sit down, have a beer, and talk about the day? Whether you were just meaning, let's go and talk bollocks.
No, you're right.
Look,
Shania.
felt a little bit low today, alright? I spoke to him, her, I don't know, but I
am a lady.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought so.
I mean, it doesn't really change much, I suppose, but I'm just worried that I might have. Well, I don't know. I think we might have been coarse in your presence.
Shania, we heard a word in Parisian.
What was the word? I think I know, probably.
No,
It's okay.
I'm going somewhere with
It's
this.
fine.
We just want you to know, you saved me. You know, you've helped this party. You're a good soul, and we just want you to know that it doesn't matter where you're from, for who you are. It's who you are now.
I very much appreciate your words. I do. I thank you all. It is not about who I am, but my people's, you see. And you saw the look on the small girl's face when she realized who I am and where I'm from. And this I will have forever, in possible times, to translate with people that I am not the same. But this is why I have hidden myself from you for a long time.
Mate, Shania. Now, I don't know much, but I do know that there's been a few wars around long before we were walking the planet, right? Now, these wars were probably done by different kinds of folks, maybe elves, dwarves, dark elves, whatever, some goblin folk, orcs, and that kind of shit, right? Now, probably the cause of eventuality out of all of that is some humans, you know, maybe even some half elves, maybe even some pretty elves, you know, with their little hair and their sort of, you know, paleo diet wastes, that they might have done something bad, and there might be a bunch of people out there who, whenever they see a pretty elf or a half elf or a human, they might also think, fuck me, look at them, the fucking oppressors are back to hate me and stuff like that. So, mate, it's nothing to do with how you look, it's just an unfortunate circumstance, a sort of side effect of war and hatred. It's not your fault it doesn't start or end with you.
This is very much appreciated. And of course, I agree with you, of course. It is just the looks that you get. That is the thing that causes me the trouble. It is very hard to change the minds of entire nations or races or things like this. These things are entrenched so long. It is very hard. But I feel very much by speaking with all of you today that perhaps you are a group of people who are different and who are accepting and well, you know, you are more open to the fact that people can be individuals and not defined by these things, and this makes me happy, but also it's very confusing and emotional for me.
It may take time for the world to see you as we do, but we see you the way we do. And I'd be happy to share my pub salad with you any day.
For this,
Is that a
I am
euphemism?
smiling more than you can imagine.
Obviously not.
Yes, of course, when we say we see you, I mean, we've never actually seen you. I mean, you're covered in bandages.
Well,
I mean, I've just
I cannot.
God, fucking hell, Velda. It's become apparent as to why Shania dresses in bandages.
Obviously, I cannot reveal myself to you here, but perhaps since there will be a time.
No.
Shania, like, you know, I've grown up, you know, not understanding certain races. Like, Caragor, he's a half orc, alright? And dwarves and orcs don't necessarily get on, okay? But it was taught to me at a very young age. But growing up and actually meeting Caragor and actually being on an adventure with him, like, I've actually learned a lot about orcs and half orcs as well, you know. I'm starting to like the guy as well, you know. And I'm starting to open my eyes to see that, you know, it's not just about what's taught for me from a young age, it's about the people and what they do.
This is also for me. I mean, I have to admit there's an awful lot happening right now here in our heads, for certainly in mine. And you yourself, you have saved me from leaving this group today, and for this I thank you very much.
Hey, no welcome.
I was perhaps not open to you when we first met, and for this now I feel shame.
You don't have to feel shame.
I mean, yeah, actually, I mean, don't feel shame, mate. I mean, it's not like you're the only one who's been using a fake name. Caragor looks really slyly at everybody else around the table. I'm sorry to say, lads, and Shania, that my name is not actually Kara Bonhara. No, you probably didn't know that.
I did.
Probably comes a big what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to step into you. I'm still really...
No. You just said you
I
knew.
just said I did. I heard you the other day.
When? Saying what? When?
I heard you say that your name was Caragor. But I didn't mean to step on your...
Your name's Caragor?
Caragor.
Caragor One Fang. Aye.
Aye.
But this is brand new information.
Oh my...
Yeah.
Good. Why did you lie?
Because, you know, I might have made some enemies. I'm not sure, but they might be quite far away, and could have been chasing me for a while. So when I adopted a persona like you will in the Winding Market, I thought, why not just keep that name? I'll just be Kara Bonhara all the time, and no one's going to ask you because you're a half orc in drag. So it stuck.
So we have learned so much today. We have learned maybe that things in our past we can not worry. We should worry about less, and that the friends that we have made here, whilst we have met each other recently, the pub salads we have shared, the ales that we have drunk together, and the yak's milk that has brought us so close together and made us kind of sick. All of these things. They have brought us together in a wonderful... I'm feeling so elated right now. I've had one too many else. I'm sorry. Thank you for sharing this with us.
No,
Felder.
thank you, Shania. Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Yeah.
Felder, is there anything you haven't told us that you'd like to tell us, or just while we're
It
sharing?
seems like it's the right time for some reason.
Aye.
Well, there is one thing.
Really?
I've kept it secret. I didn't see who robbed me. They might not have eyes or teeth. I lied. I'm sorry.
Felder.
I mean, you've been looking for this person
You're a
with
funny
eyes
man,
and teeth,
Felder.
and then I didn't. No, I'm not lying. I lied. Sorry.
You're not lying. You lied.
I lied. Yes, I lied about that.
Why?
Why? Well, I didn't want to look like an incompetent. I got off to and then I left my gold and I
But
got
you
robbed.
managed to do this quite well anyway.
Well, thank you. Yes, I actually ended up with more gold and maybe some new friends.
Yes,
Aye.
I think perhaps. I put my hand on his shoulder. So now, yeah, much closer, and we can talk more about the
Well, do you know what? Do you know what? I think on that subject, I think it's fascinating that you're a dark elf, and I'd like to talk to you more about it. I think it's very interesting. I've never had a chance to. I wish you'd said it before. I'd been much more interested. I thought you were a weirdo in bandages, but as it turns out, you're much more interesting.
I feel like kind of am a weirdo in
Oh no, I know that.
bandages.
Yes, I think we all know that. Yes.
Oh, good, okay.
And you're still
Good.
touching me.
Would you like another hand on you?
No.
Okay, I take the hand away.
So we can all, I think that was right. That's what, we have all covered some ground and made some interesting revelations. Apart from that thing you said about not looking too much towards your past, because the people from my past might still actually be coming to kill me. But we can gloss over that right now and just
Okay.
concentrate.
Hey, I'll tell
on-
you what, I'll say it now, Caragor. If anyone tries to kill you, I'm gonna fuck them up.
Thanks, mate. But
You
I-
have
my
my
swords.
axe. Oh.
yes.
We spoke over there.
What is you going to say?
I was just gonna say-
my sword. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, you have my axe.
And my sword.
And my healing hands, I think.
Your scythe,
Yes.
your scythe, maybe.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe the size as well if you want. I'm trying to.
I'll be there.
When the rain starts to
Maybe.
fall.
With my fox.
Thank you. But you did. I appreciate that, lads. That's nice. And I think going forward, this stage at Quill or Club or whatever it is a good experiment. But what is that, Fulton? You keep being friendly and saying Caragor's the exception. I'm not representative of an entire race. In fact, I'm split down the middle. What's this old grudge you've got against? I don't know, orcs.
Well, it's been a history in that.
I mean, yeah, long history, long ago.
Hey. So, when that's drummed into you as a child, you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna hate these people.
Is that what your parents did today, Fulton?
Aye.
They prejudiced you against orcs and half orcs.
Aye, well, yeah, kind of. That's why I kind of left High Helm. I didn't want to be there anymore. They wanted me to be someone I didn't want to be, so I left. And I travelled all the way. And the first time in a long time, meeting lots of people on the way to get to here, I've realised that you guys are the first people that I could actually call friends.
Wow, I mean, you've met some awful people, haven't you?
Aye. Truly batshit crazy people. Aye.
Must be.
Shania wipes a tear away. Got you, a friend as well.
Never judge someone on their parents.
Aye.
Just a little bit of advice.
Fuck parents!
Whoa, I mean,
Not necessarily saying that.
I mean,
saying that. I'm just saying that you shouldn't judge people on what their
yes.
parents
Oh,
are.
sorry.
Is that a request?
No, I was just gonna do a cheers. I was gonna
A
cheers.
sort of random smattering of people from throughout the bar with no real correlation all go, fuck parents!
Hey!
yes. I mean, both my parents died when I was quite young, so.
So did
Very
mine.
sad.
What a wonderful coincidence.
There we are.
Bring the mood down there a bit, but I'm sorry for
Well,
that.
I'm not very good at these cheery occasions, really.
I wonder when the food is going to come.
I have a cure for that. Drinks!
Something I can drink to.
Another round of beers is brought to you. Eventually the kitchen reopens and you're able to have some food. And I assume, then get some rest. My goodness, are you going to have a sleep?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
You're
Absolutely.
You're going to have yourselves a bit of a rest. Okay, so what you get when you rest, you get your level worth of hit points back, which will be 1 hit point. Plus your con. We're going to add your con modifier. Plus your con modifier. So we're going to add your con modifier onto that as well. So you don't just get 1 hit point. If you get a bonus to your con, if you get a negative to your con, you don't lose hit points by sleeping. You're not too weak to live. Images of Velda just wasting away as he rests.
Sorry,
yeah.
I missed that. Sorry,
Sorry,
I'm going to edit this bit out.
That's fine. So have you got a? Do you have a bonus to your constitution?
Yeah, I've got a +1. to
Plus
my
1, so you'll get a total of 2 hit points back
Oh,
by
right,
resting
okay.
for the night.
Sick.
And you get that just through resting. You also, if you're spellcasters, you get to now re-prepare your spells. So you can choose some new spells for the day if you would like to, and any abilities that are like per day or anything like that are all reset.
Just before Fulton goes to bed.
Yeah.
Is there any dwarves in the in the inn?
There are no dwarves in the inn, I'm afraid. No, you have not seen any dwarves while you've been in Ansurian.
Just wondered.
Dwarves, pass through. You have seen other dwarves pass through here.
We're very west.
But they tend to be. Yeah, you're quite away from Yanderhof. But they would be. Dwarves do travel this way along the river if they're heading into other cities, particularly to Kermaga, which is in the north. But you would get that by going. You would pass Ilsurian on the way to that. But no, you have not seen any dwarves in the last week or so in town.
Cool.
There are no native ones.
Is there a fire going in the tavern?
There is a fire in the tavern.
Caragor, at one point, after eating and chatting with the guys, he goes over to the fire and stares into it for a while, and then just starts shouting Fardine's name into the fire again, just over and over again, just shouting it and shouting various things about Fardine. And after a while, he sort of like shakes his head, turns around, and goes back to sit with the guys.
All right.
The Benevik helplessly looks at the bard, the sign that says bard, and the picture of you, and then looks at the coin in his hand from all of your drinking, and just shrugs and goes back to his work. He seems happy that you're just harassing each other rather than customers at the moment.
I walk over to him.
Oh.
All right, Ben. Mate. How you doing? You all right, Ben?
So wait, is this still the night or is this in the morning?
This is like as you're all kind of getting ready, winding down to go to bed. People are bedding down in the actual tap house itself.
Yeah.
The really cheap rooms are kind of people just sleep on a bench. He's just kind of closing down the bar.
All right, Ben. How you doing? Benedict, mate.
What do you need?
I was just wondering if you might have heard of any other work going, around the place. You might have heard of someone who needs help, or someone who needs something doing, or maybe you need something doing.
Now that you mention it, some of the Jarl's men dropped this off today. He hands you a piece of paper.
Caragor suspiciously opens a piece of paper.
It tells you about some bandits who have taken over an abandoned fort. A short way
on
out
my
of
map.
town. Puts a little marker. Puts a little marker on your map, and then it disappears. He's like, someone's already completed it. Sorry, it's an ever-evolving world. He takes it back off you, puts it under the desk.
What the fuck? What sorcery is this?
Shania is drunk and heading for bed.
Okay.
As she walks past the bar, she throws an arm around Caragor and whispers in his ear, "If you would like to see beneath the bandages, then just come up to my room," and then disappears off.
Oh my god! Right.
Disappears
Can I make a
off?
perception check to see if I see that?
Yeah, go on.
Why not?
Observing him.
Yeah, I cleared it.
I'm nearly dead. I'm nearly dead. I nearly died
20,
twice. I'm really battered. I can't do anything, but I can see what
23.
you're doing.
I can
23.
watch you. 23. All right, yeah, you see this happen. You see Shania transition from kind of scary death to Miss Piggy.
I catch Caragor's eye and then just raise one eyebrow with a smile.
I air gun back at him.
My man.
As I watch Shania go off, Caragor thinks to himself, I don't know what room she's in, so... Caragor goes off to his own bed.
Nice. You all head to bed for the night. You get a good night's sleep, and you rise early the next morning and have some breakfast to make your plan for the day. So you've those of you who have spells, they're restored. Those of you who need hit points back, you get some of those hit points back. How are you feeling, Em? You're getting close to your
I'm
total
back on
again?
11, so
11.
I'm only one away.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're feeling a whole lot better. And of course, once you're sort of higher level, and you've got a few more healing spells available, then standard thing is you just burn all your healing spells right before you rest, because you get them back as soon as you sleep, so you get a load of healing as well. But for the moment, because it's time sensitive, we will kind of track how your healing's going through the days. I don't always do it, but for this we will do. So it's the next morning, you're sat over your breakfast, you're making some plans. What is the plan, Danger Club?
Right.
Yeah, I feel great.
I have headache. Please be just ever so slightly quiet.
I'm going to order some sort of... Do they do Bloody Marys here in this world?
Benedict does Bloody Marys.
Totally getting one of those.
It's a sailor's town, so yeah.
For breakfast.
So,
sailors.
we're going to go see
Hold on.
Kina
And
Unami.
Oh, this is good. This is wonderful.
Do we know what they are? Do we know what they are?
No, we're going to the flop
Hang on.
house, aren't we? Sorry, mate.
No, I was just
Yeah,
gonna-
Fulton.
Fulton's going to go to the shadiest person in the morning he can see.
Okay, yep. You go to a figure with stubble with his hood pulled up, who's sitting eating his porridge.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I was just wondering if you knew any places to get some good stuff.
Ah, you want the good stuff? I can get you the good stuff.
Eh?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
One that, here. Meet me in the alleyway out the back in 5 minutes. I'll get you the good stuff.
All right, I'll meet you out there. I'll go there now. Fulton goes out there and waits out in the alleyway.
Okay, you go out and wait out in the alleyway.
I shout as he walks out the door. Fulton, where you going?
I just tap my nose like a secret.
All right, so we're going to go to the flop house, and we need to go to the church. Because it's been wrong.
Keenan and Unani. Wait. Do we know where they are?
Caragor's eyes glaze over as he watches Fulton leave, and he's not been sure about his action until he sees Fulton tap his nose and go shh, and then without a second thought, Caragor gets up, buckles both of his cutlasses to his waist, and follows Fulton out the door.
Wait, where are you going?
M downs his Bloody Mary, gets up and walks after Caragor.
Well, if we're all going, Shania.
I'm not going. I'll be having breakfast.
I'm eating the celery as I walk off.
Have we eaten yet?
You're in the process of eating. You're about halfway through your breakfast.
Well, I'm just going to carry on eating my breakfast.
Okay.
Just
You
before
can get back to the buffet
I
as many times as you like, so it's, you know.
I come back and grab Velda's sausage. See you in the alley.
Why? Why are we going to the alley?
Oh, the alley. I like alleys.
I'm having breakfast.
I've got celery and a sausage.
It's a balanced diet.
Yeah. All the major food groups.
Yeah.
Back to being dicks to each other.
You okay, so you all go out to the alley except Veldo, who keeps eating his breakfast. The figure in his hooded cloak re-emerges with his cloak pulled tight around him back into the alley and immediately stops when he sees all of you there.
No, don't worry, they're with me.
What's this?
Yes.
No,
we are all
nothing.
together.
We just want the good stuff.
This
This is what we're
sting
doing.
operation.
No, we're not. No.
Just here for the stuff.
You want the good? You all want the good stuff?
Wait. Are you gonna show me?
No, wait. Shh.
No, don't.
Has there been a misunderstanding here?
Okay. Wait, show us the good stuff.
All right.
He opens up his.
I mean, you can't see the actions, but we know what's coming.
The DM cannot finish the
Dan can't get his
sentence.
words out. It's brilliant. What does he do, Dan? What does he do?
This is the good stuff, all right.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Hey, what's the good stuff?
Laughing at our own joke.
I know, yeah.
The worst.
In the pockets of the overcoat
All right.
are several cats.
I got the best stuff.
Are they alive?
Several of the cats are all kind of looking around, confused. They all look pretty mangy.
How are they? How have you strung them up in your coat?
Yeah, what?
In the pockets. They put them in One of the cats climbs out a pocket, he catches it, puts it back in. Another cat
isn't-
climbs out, he catches it, puts it back in.
No.
This
I'm
wasn't the
quite
stuff we
busy.
were looking for. Thanks
What
very
was the
much.
stuff we needed?
Good eating, you know the one.
No, we didn't want
Oh
it.
yeah.
Looking for
You're
the
not
shiver.
gonna eat that cat,
The
mate.
shiver.
No, but do you want to eat the cat?
No.
2 copper.
All right, I'll tell you what. I've got 2 copy right here. Caragor unsheathes both of his cutlasses and levels them at the sky. Now, take the jacket off. I'll let those mangy cats go. Otherwise, I'm going to eat you.
Oh shit! It was a sting operation. You lied to me, dwarf.
No, we're looking for
I
Shiver.
trusted you.
I'm sorry. We're looking for Shiver.
What? That's
Shiver.
really nasty. You should stick to cats. Come on, let's just do a line.
You ever tried snorting a cat?
just have to chop it up really small.
Oh no, we're not doing that.
Let the cats go.
we need-
Take off the
cats
take
go.
off the cat jacket, the cat kit.
All right, I'll give you the money for the cats. There you go. How much is it? How much?
Don't pay a cat dealer, Fulton. Take your money back.
No more
Get
cat
rid of-
stealing.
Only encourage him.
That's 12 copper.
All right, here you go.
Don't pay him.
12 copper.
Well-
Right, 12 there. And 2 for the coat.
No, you can keep the coat. Just
Oh,
let them go.
Here you go then. 1 cat.
No, just.
Takes it. 1, 2 cats.
I intercept that cat and I put it, let it go on the street.
Fulton tries to hold them all in his arms.
I start taking them off Fulton. The Caragor takes them off Fulton, puts them on the floor.
Starts. The cats are unhappy with being in the pockets, unhappy with being taken out of the pockets, and just generally unhappy.
I find-
they cling onto the guy's hand. He gives it. They cling to Fulton. They kind of claw on clothes. Some of them run away. It's a real mess.
Caragor tries to find the mangiest, meekest looking one.
You identify a particularly mangy-looking cat.
Caragor puts out his hand and says, "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty."
Make a handle animal check.
Oh.
Mangy cat.
See, it is that dice. When I use yours, Drum. God damn it.
Because I'm ready to roll for initiative right here.
7.
7. The cat hisses at you, bares its claws, and then turns and runs away down the alleyway and hides behind a pile of rubbish.
Look, what's your name?
Gutted.
Name is Shady Devlin.
What?
Shady Devlin.
Shady Devlin.
Shady Devlin.
Slim Shady
Do you
Devlin.
know where we can find some shiver?
What? Why you want shiver?
Because we're really into that shit right now.
Whoa, look, I'm not gonna mess with some junkies.
No, we just want some, that's all.
Okay.
Do you know anyone that can get us some shiver?
I don't, sir. You can't buy it in town.
Where do
I
you-
thought about getting into the shiver trade a while ago, and then so I thought, no, I'll come to a bad end. I'll stay with the cats.
All right, do you
it's
know-
much safer, but
Great.
as I'm finding out now,
Listen.
it's just not
Yeah,
safe in
yeah.
this business
Thanks.
either.
Look, Catman,
All right.
do you know where we can get shiver? Out of town, where'd you get it?
I know the sailors get it sometimes in some of the other towns. You can get it in Magnamar, but that's miles away.
So we're gonna go around by the docks.
Or Corvosa, sorry, Magnamar is the other side.
So
Wait,
a lot of the
Illyrian-
sailors
sorry.
do. No, go on.
No, sorry.
I was just
My
going
bad.
to say a lot of the sailors do it then.
No, the sailors don't. You won't keep a job in sailing very often on shiver, but they say sometimes it's in town. Oh, I know who does it.
Who?
What's the information worth to you?
Well,
It's first not killing you.
Oh, yeah, no, you've already established you're quite dangerous. Okay, no, that's fine. It's Filton Leg.
Fulton.
No, Filton.
Filton.
Phil.
Fulton.
He's got a name similar to mine.
Filton Leg. Where's
Filton-
Filton Leg? Where does he live? Where was he
I
reside?
think he used to. He stays in the flop house.
Right. Let's go to the flop
So,
house. Thank
it's
you
a
for your
flop house
time.
then. Yeah.
So where we're gonna go in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, while this is going on, Velda comes out, nice full of breakfast. Joins everyone.
Well
Hello.
fed.
What's with all the
We're going to go
cats?
to the flop house.
Well, he was trying to sell us cats. This guy,
You
Shady.
almost got him involved in
Shady
cat
Devlin.
trade.
He sells
Shady
cats.
Devlin selling cats. Well, you didn't
Hey.
buy them, did you?
Yeah, aye.
Why?
Well, you know, otherwise
knows?
he'd probably eat them.
Yeah, Fulton set him free. Well, we set him free.
Hey.
All right, let's go to the flop house. Stay away from the cats, all right?
Yeah, Shady, no more cat dealing. All right.
Fulton, go ahead and roll a d4 for me, and this is how many cats you have managed to keep a hold of throughout this conversation.
2.
You have a pair of mangy cats who are just kind of clinging on to you, not so much in an affectionate way as a sort of slightly murderous way.
I'm going to call them Scruffy and Fleabag. I'll put that on my character sheet now. They're my animals.
Scruffy and Fleabag.
I think you did a good thing. I hope you're feline good about yourself. Feline good?
Yeah, we were there with you, mate. We were
We all heard it.
Yeah, you did.
You leave Shady Devlin to his troubled life. He's trying to say,
Cat's getting too hot for me. I tell you, this business.
Get a real job, Shady.
I have to pay for my medical bills. I don't have insurance.
Become an adventurer like us.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. No, I'm going to get into dogs.
the other cats disperse to their business. and you make your way out. Where would you all like to head?
To the flop house.
To the flop house.
Flop house.
The flop house.
Right.
Okay, you head to Mistress Margot Hen's flop house. There's the sign over the door.
Margot Hens.
Margot Hen. As you arrive, we'll sort of Law and Order smash cut to the next clue scene. You arrive at the flop house.
Caragor kicks the door in.
Kick the door in. Go for it. Go ahead and roll for it.
16.
16 easily does this. This it's basically like a shack. It's not very well built. There's a reason they let anyone stay there. It's like the cheap hotel in Muppets. The Muppets in the one in London. Great Muppet Caper. Crap hotel. There we go. It's a Great Muppet Caper, a 1983 Muppet movie reference.
Bingo bango.
Just a load of junkies inside doing the arms and the open mouth flappy thing.
So everyone we speak to now are going to be Muppets in this place.
They're all played by the Muppets. So you make your way inside, and Mistress Margot Hen, the proprietor, the large woman, is sat near behind a desk. She's just currently just trying to nail the main bit of the sort of top of the desk back on. You can see the legs, the main part of the desk has kind of fallen away from it. She's just doing some repairs to it. She looks over. Bunkhouse is full. I ain't got no beds for tonight.
We're not looking for beds, love. We're looking for names.
Hey.
You ever heard the
Don't
name?
many people give names round here.
Well, have you heard the names Kenan and Unami?
And also, who was the other fella?
Keeneth.
No, there was the guy that...
And Unami.
No, the
You casting a spell.
shady guy said...
Adunani.
The shady
There
guy
could be
told
variations.
us as well.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't out there at that point.
What was the guy's name?
Oh yeah, he said something. What did he say?
Filton Leg. Is
Oh,
that the name
Filton
that
Leg,
you're
thank
thinking
you.
of?
Hey.
Filton Leg?
Oh. I ain't seen Leg in a couple of days. Not since I kicked him out.
Oh, you kicked him out? Why?
He was acting funny. I had a feeling he was back on the shiver. I'm feeling bad about it now.
Do you have
People
any
say he's
idea
not.
where he might go? Is there somewhere where he would go if it was not here?
Why? Is he in trouble?
No. We just
Just
want to
wish
ask him
to
some
speak
questions.
with
Just
him.
want to talk to him.
You don't go causing no trouble for that boy, all right? He's
Oh,
had some problems, but he's trying to straighten himself out.
Hey, we want to help him out.
I don't know. You might find him hanging around the docks. I heard he was trying to get some work around there. I don't know where he's been sleeping if he wasn't. I shouldn't have kicked him out. I think he'd just been drinking is all. But, after the last time, he had it bad. He was a fisherman. Lost all of his money, lost his house to the old shiver. And I let him stay here on the condition he didn't do it again. And then he fell back into it. Time after time I kept forgiving him. This time I said no. But now people are telling me no, he wasn't on it at all. He was just...
So he
just
had
messed up.
found himself clean then? Yeah, he had cleaned all of himself?
He's trying to get clean from shiver. Ain't an easy thing to do. Horrible thing.
And
We all make mistakes, Margot.
Going forward as well, if we go to this Filton lad and he is still addicted, he's not going to give up the name of his dealer pretty easily, because that's going to jeopardise his supply, right? And junkies, they can probably be quite, forceful and persuasive, so it might be easier to ask Margot.
I have a feeling that the persons that he would be getting it from, if he is getting it, will be Kenan and Unami.
Exactly.
Hang on, wait. Going to the docks. Didn't Shady say that there's possible sailors shiver came in through the dock? Do you reckon Filton's gone to stock up now, as in right now?
Well, that's what Margot says, that he might be down by the docks.
Yeah, so he could be doing it right now.
We
might see Kenan and Unagi right now.
Very quickly, June, Mistress, I've forgotten your name. I'm sorry. What was your name again?
My name's Margot.
Margot in.
Do you know the names Kenan and Unani? Do these mean anything to you?
No. It don't mean nothing to me.
They have not been here staying, no?
Oh, Vienna.
No.
I think we should go to the docks because they said that Shiver was available in towns miles around, But they're probably shipping it out by boat, and that's
Yeah,
why it's on the
that's
docks. That's why all the
exactly-
sailors are getting it,
That's
so we
what
can
I
get
was
the docks.
saying.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Okay.
right.
All
We're
we
all
have
on the
to
same
do-
page. We're just,
All we have to do is offer him some money and he'll grab it because then he'll want to, go and get some shiva and then we can follow him or
unless
something.
he's clean.
I
like
mean, we
Margot
just had a
said.
chat with Margot about how he's trying to be off the ship.
I
So you
know,
want to give
but
him money
no,
to tab
we won't
shiver.
actually let him, but we give him money or whatever, and then we follow him to
You
his
said you're
dealer.
social for everything.
Margot,
Just
do you
give
know
him
anything
money.
about this robbery next door at the church? At the Yomadai temple.
It was raided. All the sheriff's men were up at the carnival dealing with the murder.
Yeah.
Someone came in, just took all the valuables, cleared off again. Done it real quick. I didn't see nothing. I kept my head down. That's all I know.
Thank you very much for
Thanks
all
for
of
your
your
time.
help, Margot.
All right. Well, if you see Filton, do tell him his room's all right here for him. Tell him we'll have him back. I just want to make sure he's safe. That's all.
Of course, we
Aye.
will pass on the message.
We go to.
Wait,
the docks.
Margot, sorry. Margot, do you want a cat?
No, I've got enough things going on here.
Why are you trying to pawn off my cats?
Oh, I just thought they were happened to be clinging to you. I didn't realise you liked them.
No, they're mine now.
Oh, that's nice. What are the names?
Fleabag and Scruffy.
It's nice, that, isn't it?
Aye.
I pet one of the cats. Caragor pets one of the cats.
It takes a swipe at you.
Ah. Little furry dick.
Thank you, Margot.
You head out. Where are you going to next?
We
The
go
docks?
to the docks.
Straight to
you
the docks. We're not going to the temple, no?
No, just
All
go
right,
to
just
docks.
checking.
Let's
Well,
go.
maybe we should check the temple.
Nah, let's go docks. Docks.
Docks.
Docks. Into the docks.
You head down to the docks. You find a crowd is gathered around. When you get there, you can see there are a few sort of barges. It's light boats. Ilsurian's on a lake and has a couple of rivers, so they're not like big ships, but they're sort of small cargo ships. And there are a lot of warehouses and shipping. There are a few shipping and handling places. There's one sort of big building called Ilsurian Shipping and Storage. You can see a crowd is gathered around. Is gathered around one of the trees that is set up there, looking at something. As you approach, you see that there is a man hanging from the tree. His hands are hanging limply by his side. He has a silken Varisian scarf tied around his neck from which he's hanging from the tree. His eyes are dead and lifeless. He's a scruffy looking man who looks like he's been living on the streets for some time. His left hand is missing at the wrist, and around his neck is hanging a sign that reads, "We protect our own." That is where we leave it for tonight.
Dark ending.
Dark.
Nasty.
So, I guess you know what happened to Filton then?
Dark one.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
quite
I
clearly
think
filtered,
probably
isn't it?
so.
Poor Filton.
Poor old Filton, eh?
How long
Well,
was
well,
he
well.
home?
Give the man a hand.
It's been a while, isn't it?